All right, let's go to Winter Heat in Charlotte, North Carolina. This track has been on my bucket list for a long time, and we're going to race it. But before we got there, we stopped at the 600 Motorsports facility, got a quick tour of the facility, checking out some of the new cars and how they're doing things there. They got a room full of engines. The MT09 engines are just stacked and stacked and stacked. They're everywhere there. And we got some dyno time with the car to see where we were at. We're down a little bit on power. It's a new engine at the beginning of last year, and it's down a hair, but it's still very good. I have no complaints, honestly. I'm still learning Legends and still getting involved, and I have a lot to learn on the driving side. So I'm not too worried about being a hair down on power right now. But this is the start of the last race of the weekend. I had gotten third place in a couple of races before this, and we gridded really well. So this is Masters mixed with Pro racers. So right in front of me, to the left in the green numbered car, is one of the Masters, and next to him is the other Master. So this is first, second, and third battle for the win in Masters right now. I was lucky to grid that far up. There's 10 Masters altogether. But because we're in this combined scenario, we also have to fight the pros. And if you get a couple of pros in between you, because we more or less go the same speed as most of them, it can be really difficult and frustrating at times. But hey, they're running their own race. I get it. They're trying to race each other. They're getting frustrated with us as much as we're getting frustrated with them. But, you know, there's only 10 of us, so they got to combine classes to give everybody more track time. And I completely understand that. And plus, sometimes there's an advantage to it. It gives you a race when sometimes you might not have had one. You could have been out there all by yourself, but start of the races are always a bit chaotic. And this is no exception. So you're going to see a incident that happens in the Masters class up here coming into the chicane on the backstretch of the Roval. The two lead cars get into each other, touch each other's wheels a little bit, and it becomes an incident right there. Sean Buffington gets up in the air, almost flips over. Luckily, he didn't. Everybody was okay after this, as far as I know. I didn't get to talk to Sean, but just barely touched wheels. He went airborne, and that's, you know, we're more or less running an open wheel car. So when you make wheel-to-wheel contact, those fenders really are for show. They don't stop anything from happening. Wheels climbing over one another and cars going up in the air. And so during this incident, there's a cloud of smoke. I don't know which way the cars are going. I don't know if they're holding their brakes or rolling backwards or whatever. So I just shot the chicane. I let a bunch of cars go by because I'm really not sure what the procedure is, to be honest with you. Normally, if you would miss the chicane, you'd have to come to a complete stop on the front straightaway for race control to see you and then go. But because you're avoiding an incident, you know, it's a little different. So they actually called us on the radio and said we were clear. We didn't have to stop. Everybody who cut the chicane to avoid that incident was all set. Unfortunately, looking back on it, I wish I just kept my foot in it and kept going, because look at all these cars that are passing me. I mean, some of these pros would have passed me anyway, for sure, but I just got caught out by that a little bit, and there was a lot of pros in between me and the cars behind me at that point. So I was hoping to keep that advantage. Because, like I said earlier, if you have to fight the pro drivers, it can be frustrating. And so Darren Gallant, my teammate, is behind me, and some of the other pros, Masters, and I don't want them getting caught up to me if I can avoid it. So, unfortunately, I let a lot of cars by, but hey, that's racing. It happens. So we're now under caution for that same incident. They let us race for a little bit. We're going to use the cut through there, and I'll speed up through the caution period. They got the car cleaned up really quickly. So, unfortunately, Sean's car couldn't continue, but Kevin Nowak was the other driver involved, and he was able to continue. He only had some fender damage. So he's in the mix behind me. I don't know this at the moment. So I'm just hoping that it's going to kind of stay the way it is. I'm in the lead of the Masters class right now. I got Jack Walker to my left, who really runs very similar speed to me, and we usually end up next to one another. So always good racing with him, clean, respectful. But neither one of us wants to give it up for sure, so stuck my nose up the inside a little bit there, just to more protect from behind than to make a move. And I just want to stay ahead of the other guys. So I really, in an earlier race, me, Jack, and Darren were all stuck together. So I really want to clear Mr. Walker here and see if I can have him hold up Darren for me. But it's not working so hot at the moment. But running the Roval was really awesome. I mean, a dream come true. I'm so glad that INEX and Charlotte were able to put this race on for us. Normally they run here, but they run the inner course and not the full Roval. And I think everybody here was very impressed with running the big track. Everybody loved it. I never heard a single complaint about running the big Roval. They did it for the first winter heat race, which I wasn't able to go to. And lots of positive and happy opinions about running the big track. It's really cool to be on this banking. You know, you watch your NASCAR drivers do it, and you get to be out there doing the same course, or more or less the same course. And it's an experience and a half. And it takes a lot more work than you would think running on the banking. So I've never driven a cup car, but holding the wheel just to make the car turn around this banking is actually a workout. And funny enough, the cars are set up for road course, obviously, so I'm sure that an oval car would be a little bit easier. But funny enough, my arms were tired after the weekend from just holding the wheel in the oval mostly. So we got Darren Gallant caught right up to me. He's on my bumper at this moment. You can see the silver car in my right mirror. And he's peeking. And unfortunately, I had given Darren my brand new tires to run. I wasn't going to run them for the race. We were only supposed to do one race on Sunday. And they ended up giving us 2 races. And so this is the second of those 2 races on Sunday. I was going to just run tires that I had ran on Saturday for the single race we were going to do. So I decided not to use my new tires the day before. Darren asked me if he could buy them off of me, and he would replace them. Of course, no problem. If I'm not using them, we're teammates. Of course, I'm going to give you whatever I have. I have no problem with that. Oh, right there, he actually bumps me going into this corner pretty good. I forgot about that. But so I give them the tires, and then they announce on the app that they're going to run us twice on Sunday. And I know that my tires aren't going to be happy to run twice. And of course, now he's got new tires, so he's got a little bit of an advantage on me. Me and Darren kind of go back and forth. I've beaten him, he's beaten me. We're so close in speed that I think the tire advantage got me. I let him go by here. Jack's trying to go by as well, so we get kind of next to each other in that chicane. I don't want to let him by. I want to catch Darren and hopefully just hang with him, because this is the battle for the lead in the Masters. So now Darren's in the lead. He's taking it away from me, and I think that he's just got it. I'm watching his speed, and I'm thinking the only way I'm going to get by him is if he gets caught up in traffic and I get another advantage from the traffic, or if he starts overdriving the car and just really overheats the rear tires. But I can see that he has a tire advantage on me. He's just able to hold it a little bit faster at the mid-corner, and that's a lot of rear tire grip, mid to exit. Like, my car's not handling poorly, it's just that I just can't get on it as much as I could with a new set of tires. So, oh well, that's the hand I dealt myself in this case, so I can't blame anybody but me. But the car was amazing all weekend. I mean, big shout out to Go Motorsports. They set up the car for Charlotte. I had never been down there before, so I brought the car to Go Motorsports shop, and I said, hey, just set me up. You know, I pulled it out of the trailer from the winter. I said, go through it, do all the tricks, set me up, and I got some new tires from them, put them in the trailer. The guys hauled the car down for me, and I actually flew down for the weekend, which was great. I was like a actual race car driver. I just showed up with my my backpack and drove the race car. I still had to work on it, so it wasn't quite as good an experience, but we had a great time down there. So this is a boring section of the race. Darren gets away from me more or less. Gonna speed it up and get to some more exciting stuff here. So now we have a pro between us. Another driver, I don't know that driver's name, unfortunately. Sorry, but we had fought with him in some earlier races as well. So again, it's because we're mixed in. The pro drivers aren't necessarily any faster or slower than us. It's just that in the Masters class, you're age 40 or older. So many of our drivers are the same. So I stopped the video here because you can see on my windshield, it's starting to rain. It was actually starting to rain about a lap ago, and you could barely see it. So I sped it up to the point where it really started coming down. So now the rain's coming down kind of heavily. The track is all of a sudden slick everywhere. So I'm backing it way down because all I'm thinking is I'm in second place. I don't want to lose second place. I don't want to lose a podium. I'll take third place. I'll be happy with third place. Let's get out of here with a podium. Back it down, because if I spin, if I do something really dumb, I'm probably going to lose even third place. There's a chance that maybe Darren pushes it a little bit too hard. He goes off, and I gain that first position back. But I can't do that unless I back it down and keep it conservative. So here on my outside, here comes one of the cars that was involved in the incident earlier. That's Kevin Nowak. I just let him by going into the chicane because I'm like, ooh, this is a mess up here. First of all, there's an incident, but also it's wet. I don't know what the grip level is going to be. And I'm thinking they're about to red flag this race anyway. So, and they end up doing that. You'll see. They red flag the race, and we go back to the previous lap. So they're actually calling on the radio right now, yellow, 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 full course yellow. They're saying we're going back to the previous lap. They haven't told us we're going to red flag it, so I'm going to pass Kevin here. And listen to my tires light up on that paint because it's so wet. So I pass Kevin. I don't think he heard the call, but he ends up letting me by. And here's another incident, which was one of the race leaders went into the tire barrier there because of the rain. So I passed Kevin because we're going back to the previous lap. And now they're calling us on the radio saying that the race is over. The race is over. It's all over. So they're just going to call it. I think we only had one lap left at this point anyway. So that was it for the weekend. Big shout out to Darren Gallant, man. What a session he put on. Good on him for winning. And couldn't be happier with the team and everybody that helped out that weekend. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video.